the love we found in the letters. It was a rainy Sunday afternoon when Emma found the letter. She had been cleaning out the attic of her childhood home, a place she had not visited in years. After her mother passed, Emma had taken on the responsibility of going through everything, organizing memories, and clearing the clutter. Among old boxes of toys and family photos, she found a small wooden chest, tucked away in the far corner of the attic. Curiosity stirred inside her. She opened the chest carefully, the scent of old paper and wood filling the air. Inside, there were several neatly folded letters, tied together with a faded blue ribbon. Emma gently untied the ribbon and unfolded the first letter. The handwriting was elegant, slightly slanted, and familiar. It was her mother's handwriting. "My dearest Daniel. It feels like a lifetime since I last saw you, but even so, I carry you with me every day. I think of you in the quiet moments, when I'm alone, and I remember the laughter we shared, the way your eyes sparkled when you spoke of your dreams." Emma's heart skipped a beat. She had never heard of a Daniel. Her mother had never mentioned a man named Daniel, and it was hard to imagine her mother, with her warm smile and gentle voice, having a love story she had kept secret. But as she read through the letters, her curiosity deepened. The letters were full of love and longing. They described a passionate, secret relationship that her mother had had many years ago, one that seemed to have ended in heartache. The final letter was dated just days before Emma was born. "I have to let you go, Daniel. I wish things had been different. But I'm starting a new chapter in my life, one that doesn't include you. I'll always carry you in my heart, but I have to move forward now." Tears welled up in Emma's eyes as she set the letter down. She had always thought her mother's life was simple and full of joy, filled only with family. She never knew there had been someone else, a love that had been lost before it could bloom. Determined to understand more, Emma began her search for Daniel. She went to the town her mother had grown up in, hoping to find some trace of him, some clue to who he was. Her search led her to an old bookstore, where an elderly man named Mr. Thomas recognized her immediately. "You must be Emma," he said with a knowing smile. "Your mother spoke of you often. She always said you'd come one day to ask about Daniel." Emma's heart raced. "Do you know where he is? Or if he's still alive?" Mr. Thomas nodded, his eyes growing soft with the weight of time. "Daniel was a good man. He was a poet, but he left this town long before you were born. He went to find his place in the world, but I don't think he ever truly found peace." He handed Emma an old, leather-bound notebook. "This was Daniel's. Your mother kept it for all these years. She couldn't bear to part with it." Emma took the notebook, her hands trembling. She opened it to the first page, where she saw words written in Daniel's hand. "To Olivia, the one I will always love, even if the world keeps us apart." For the next few days, Emma pored over the notebook, reading his poems and his thoughts. She learned about the deep bond her mother had shared with him, a bond that time had stolen away but never erased. Daniel had written about Olivia, the love of his life, the woman he couldn't be with because of circumstances beyond their control. One day, as Emma sat in the bookstore, reading a particular poem that struck her deeply, she heard the door chime as it opened. She looked up and froze. Standing in the doorway was a man. He was older now, his hair gray, but his eyes, those eyes were unmistakable. The same eyes that had gazed at Emma's mother with love and longing. The man was Daniel. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Then Daniel stepped forward slowly, his voice soft but steady. "I knew this day would come," he said. "Your mother always said that one day, you would find me." Emma couldn't speak. All the questions she had wanted to ask her mother, all the mysteries she had never known, were now in front of her. She stood up, her hands shaking, and simply whispered, "Why didn't you come back for her?" Daniel's face softened. "I wanted to, more than anything. But life took me in directions I never expected. I thought of Olivia every single day. I never stopped loving her. But I had my demons, and I wasn't the man she needed me to be. By the time I realized that, she had moved on. and I never wanted to stand in her way. Emma felt a strange mixture of anger and sympathy. She never told me about you. She kept everything from me. Daniel nodded. She never wanted you to carry the weight of our past. She wanted you to have a better life, free from the pain we had. Tears filled Emma's eyes as she looked at Daniel. I wish I could have known you. I wish I could have understood her better. Daniel placed a hand on her shoulder. I think your mother did the right thing. She protected you from the heartache. But know this, Emma, her love for me never faded. And my love for her was never lost. It was just a story that wasn't meant to have a happy ending. Emma closed the notebook and looked up at Daniel, seeing him for the first time as more than a ghost from her mother's past. He was a man who had loved, who had lost, and who had carried his own sorrow for a lifetime. I think she would have wanted us to meet, Emma said softly. Maybe we can find some peace now. For both of you. Daniel smiled, a gentle, bittersweet smile. Maybe we can. And in that moment, Emma understood. Some loves were never meant to be, but they shaped who we were. And sometimes, even the stories that don't end with happily ever after leave us with something worth remembering.